Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoy this, and please like and consider subscribing for future content. Hello, fitness enthusiasts. If you're new here, we kindly welcome you, and if you're a regular, thanks for coming back. We're going to do some deep breathing to bring in some clarity, so take in a breath and out. Very good. Our first routine is the 4-point neck turn. You can always get a preview of the next move 15 seconds in advance by looking at the lower left corner of your screen. Let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Bring hands to hips, left ear, left shoulder. Right ear, right shoulder. Bring the head up, turn to the left. Now turn to the right. Bring the head back to neutral, chin up to ceiling, chin down to chest. Rotate the head around the shoulders and reverse. Very good. Just repeat that 4-stage process. If this seems complicated, don't worry. Practice it often and it'll be second nature in no time. This is an excellent way to target the neck at every angle. Remember not to push your joints past their tolerant zone. Make this a daily routine, and in time, the range of motion will increase. Punishing yourself only leads to injury. Just go to the point where it's challenging and nothing more. We're now going to target the shoulder joints with internal and external rotations. Here we go. My 80s pop lovers out there may recognize this as a very similar dance move that was a rave at the time. If you want, feel free to get into the 80s spirit and sub it in instead of this. Both are stellar for making the shoulder joints fluid again. If you have no idea what 80s tune I'm talking about, you must be young, and that's fine. You're just making the rest of us feel old is all. Next up is the shoulder, elbow, wrist combo. We want these 3 points of our bodies to work in conjunction, so working these simultaneously is highly effective. It's time to get in on it. Try to make the circles in all 3 joints as smooth as possible. Remember to breathe with the movement. Even though this isn't an exerting workout, the breath is vital for any routine. Reverse that direction. Very good. Just keep going with the flow of the music. You are doing so much good for your body right now. Bringing life back into your joints will help you walk with more grace and confidence. Staying with the upper extremities, we're going to target just the elbows and wrists now with some flexions and extensions in 3, 2, 1. For this exercise, think of the elbows and wrists moving like well-greased hinges. Nice fluid movements. Also, when straightening your arms out to your sides, make sure to extend your wrists back as far as you can so that your knuckles are facing the wall behind you. Just don't force it. Just feel that music and keep breathing. Moving on to the upper back, the next move is the thoracic flexion and extension. This is a powerhouse for bringing mobility back into this region. Let's do it. Now, when you're pointing your arms and scapulas forward as much as you can, you should be breathing out. Then, when you're reversing the movement with your head and elbows perched back and your scapulas pinched, you should be breathing in. Try not to hold your breath at any point during this movement. You're doing great. Nice, calm, natural breaths. How about we target that cranky lower back, shall we? We'll get into that zone with some gentle 2-point lumbar bends. Here we go. With your hands on your hips, bend forward. Bring your hands back to support your back while you're bending back. Go up to neutral. Bring your hips out to the right and to the left. There you go, just like that. Now you'll notice I'm not hinging at the hips. That would be more of a stretch to your lower back muscles. Instead, we're delicately rounding our back to target the vertebral discs in our lumbar region. Although joint mobility often looks like a stretch at times, it focuses on the joints, not elongating the muscles that stretching does. In order to target the joints, you need to keep the muscles surrounding the joint relaxed and unstretched. I hope I'm not being too confusing. Time to dust the cobwebs off those hips with pelvic circles in 3, 2, 1. There you go, nice, smooth circles. The best way to get this movement down is to imagine that you have an invisible hula hoop around you. I hope you're having a good time with this video. I'll be making so many more videos, so click the bell notification under the subscribe icon to get all the latest workouts. Those hips often get ignored, so we're going to give them some extra TLC with some hip abductors. Gently bring your knee up and out to the side and down. Now make sure to gently use your hand to assist the movement by placing it on the knee and guiding the leg throughout the movement. Again, we want to target the joints, so we want the muscles around the hips to be relaxed. If you allow the muscles to move the leg, you'll be targeting the hip flexors instead. Now reverse the direction with some hip adductors. Very nice, you're getting this. Staying with talking about vintage dance moves, we're going to do some knee circles that look a lot like the Charleston. Our grandparents will be so proud. Here we go. So you'll want to slightly squat down and place your hands on your knees to guide the movement. Now try to make the circles as round and smooth as possible while keeping your feet statically planted on the ground. If you experience any pain doing this, back off a little bit by standing straighter up and making the circles smaller. Keep breathing through the movement. You're doing so well, and we're almost done. Well, we can't ignore those ankles, the parts that deal with weight bearing the most. We're going to do 2-point ankle turns in 3, 2, 1. Standing on one leg, raise the other up and bend at the knee. Flex your ankle up towards the sky, then down to the floor. Then rotate your ankle around by tracing a circle with your toes. Very good. We are almost done with this workout. You did a great job. This is fantastic for your body. That joyous part where we finish off with some deep breathing. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. I recommend doing joint mobility exercises at least once a week. So come back to this video or explore what other joint mobility videos I have for you. Please tell me how I'm doing by leaving me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time. Great job making it to the end. Help this channel out by liking and subscribing. See you next time.